long time ago, I was driving from Needles, California, down Route 66 across the desert toward Winslow, Arizona. It was late and I was trying to find a place to rest. The vast expanse of the desert stretched out endlessly before me and my eyes grew weary. As if by fate, I caught a glimpse of a shimmering light in the distance. I decided to follow the light, desperate for a place to lay my head. As I drew closer, the light revealed itself to be a grand hotel, seemingly untouched by time. The warm, inviting glow of lanterns hanging from the porch beckoned me forward. I pulled into the driveway, gravel crunching under my tires, and stepped out of my car, feeling an eerie chill despite the warm desert air. I walked through the heavy wooden doors into a dimly lit lobby. The scent of ancient incense filled the air, mingled with a strange sweet perfume. Behind the counter stood a woman with a hauntingly beautiful face, her eyes like pools of darkness. "Welcome to the hotel," she said with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. The bellboy appeared out of the shadows, his smile a grotesque parody of warmth. He guided me down long, twisted hallways, the walls lined with faded, eerie portraits that seemed to watch my every move. At last we reached my room. The door creaked open to reveal a lavish, yet strangely outdated suite. The bellboy handed me an ornate key, its metal cool and heavy in my palm. "Enjoy your stay," he murmured before disappearing into the darkness. I lay down on the plush bed, the sheets soft and cool against my skin. Exhaustion overtook me, and I drifted into a deep, uneasy sleep. I dreamt of a distant voice calling me, singing a haunting melody that tugged at the edges of my consciousness. Suddenly, I was awake. The room was bathed in an unnatural pale light. The clock on the nightstand read midnight, and the air was thick with an oppressive silence. I felt an inexplicable urge to just explore this hotel, drawn by a force I couldn't understand. I wandered the empty corridors, my footsteps echoing eerily. From behind a heavy door, I heard soft whispers and laughter. Pushing it open, I stumbled into a grand ballroom. Candles flickered on ornate chandeliers, casting ghostly shadows on the walls. In the center of the room, a group of people in elaborate robes danced in slow hypnotic circle. They turned to face me, their eyes gleaming with a sinister light. A man stepped forward, his face concealed by a hood. "Welcome, traveler," his voice said in a silken whisper. "You've come at a fortuitous time. Tonight we celebrate." Before I could respond, they surrounded me, their hands grasped in my arms like iron. Panic surged through me, but my screams were swallowed by the room's thick, oppressive air. They led me to a darkened altar at the far end of the room where my heart pounded as they bound my hands with velvet ropes, their chanting growing louder and more frenzied. As the ceremony reached its peak, I felt a searing pain in my chest and darkness enveloping my mind. In the last moments of consciousness, I heard the chillingly familiar melody that had haunted my dreams. I woke in a cold sweat, grasping for breath. I was back in my room, the night eerily silent once more. Desperate to escape, I stumbled to the door, my hand shaking as I fumbled with the key. I raced down the hallways, the portrait's eyes following me with a knowing gaze. I reached the lobby only to find the woman at the front desk standing there, her smile still frozen in place. "Leaving so soon?" she asked sweetly. Ignoring her, I pushed through the doors and ran to my car. My hands trembled as I started the engine, the tires spinning on gravel. I sped down the dark desert highway, the hotel lights fading into the distance. Just as I thought I was free, a cold realization washed over me. No matter how far I drove, I could still hear the haunting melody echoing in my mind. The hotel was not just a place, but a living, breathing entity that had claimed me. As I sped away, a voice rang out from the darkness, chilling me to my core. "You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave."